Hello friends, welcome back. Today in this video we will see the question answers and the textual activities of the lesson The Day the River Spoke. This is the first lesson of Unit 1 Learning Together of Poorvi text of class 7, which is a new NCERT textbook. I hope you have understood the lesson explanation. Now let's see the textual exercise. This lesson begins with an activity, this which we have already discussed in the last video. Again, I'm just going through it once again. You just listen to it. Close your eyes and quietly listen to the sounds around you for a minute. So we know how we have done. We were closing the eyes and listening. Are they trying to tell you something? Let's see. We can write, yes, the sounds in nature can tell us something. For example, birds chirping might means it's a peaceful morning, and the rustling of leaves, that is the movement of leaves, could show that the wind is blowing gently. These sounds help us understand what's happening around us. So the sounds, if you're listening carefully, we can understand what is it trying to tell us. Now our next activities question is, do you think the things around you also listen to you all day long? Share your answers with your classmates and the teacher. Yes, I believe that the trees, the rivers and birds around us quietly listen like silent friends. When I talk or laugh, I feel like nature is there with me. See, whenever we are sharing our sadness or happiness, we feel the nature is also responding. I heard the birds singing and it made me smile. I feel nature listen to us and in its own quiet way. It's not the way how we listen, we human beings, but yes, it also listens to us. Living with a pet animal, how they are responding, you can see. Similarly, just think, why can't the other birds or insects and all, they will also listen to us like the pet dogs we have, isn't it? So this is my thought. Okay, I hope you will also think like that. Now, this was, what was Janvi's dream? Was it important to her? Janvi's dream was to go to school and learn to read just like her brother Ethan and her sister Meena. So after reading the lesson, we have understood, yes, this was her dream, isn't it? And what was it important to her? Yes, it was very important to her because she was a curious child who constantly asks questions about the world, because she wants to know more and more things what is happening in the world. She was asking these questions, so we know that she is a curious girl. And why is it important? She wanted to understand things like why spiders are yellow, why bamboo trees make sounds, and how fishes turns into frogs. Her dream mattered deeply to her because she had a strong desire to learn and explore the wonders around her. This is the answer for why she want to learn. Next is, do you think the river can help in fulfilling her dreams, and how? Yes, the river can help Janvi in fulfilling her dreams by giving her courage and hope. First of all, she was scared and she had a belief that she will not be admitted in school anymore. So all this can be changed. This hope who has given river. Whenever she feels scared or alone, the river's gentle voice reminds her not to give up. Not to give up means not to think that it will not be possible. You should always think positively. You can. We should always think we can. The river listens to her questions and speaks kindly, which gives her confidence. Next is, it shares its secrets like the path of the moon and the answers her many whys. Many whys means why this happened, why that happened. This type of questions were arised from Janvi. She was always asking this type of questions and the river was answering it. By guiding her, comforting her, and keeping her company, the river makes her feel brave and hopeful. By listening to the river, Janvi feels stronger and more determined to follow her dream of going to school. These were the two answers of the next page. We have seen this. page number. These two answers are of page number, this is 3. Complete the table given below with Jahnavi's questions in column 1 and the reverse answers in column 2. Check your answer with the teacher. Now you see column 1. What is column 1? Jahnavi's question. And column 2, reverse answer. Now, why? The moon always comes from behind the hill. This is the question from Jahnavi. And what is the answer? River says it goes down towards the sea. I have seen it. I have. Who have? River have seen it. It always take the same path over the mountains and down to the sea like me. Next one, answer is given by the river. Little girls can do as much as little boys. What is the question for that? Can I do something? Jahnavi is asking, can I do something? When Jahnavi is, because she was not sure she will be able to do something. And the river is saying, little girls can do as much as little boys. Again, answer is given, big boats, so big that they can take hundreds of people and they sail along the sea with the lights that shine all night. This answer is for the question, what are ships? Jahnavi don't know what are ships. So she is asking what are ships and River is giving the answer. Finally, the question from Jahnavi, will they come here? Will they come here? Jahnavi is asking. River is saying, no, they won't. They are too big. What are they? Too big? Ships. Chandu's catamaran is fine for me. He can take you to see a ship someday. Catamaran is fine for me. That means in the river, the ship will not be able to move. So it is saying that in my river, only catamaran is able to move. So catamaran is fine for me. And this catamaran can, Chandu can take you to see the ship in catamaran someday. The extract given below and answer the questions that follows. You shouldn't cry, you know, the voice went on, and you really shouldn't be scared. When you have been coming here to see me every day, well, almost every day. She was puzzled. It was such a voice like the river. It couldn't be the river. Well, tell me all about it, said the river, for it was the river. I have got to hurry to reach the sea, you know. This is an extract from the lesson, and based on this extract, now the question is, complete the sentence. The tone of the river in the given bracket is it assuring or sympathizing? It is assuring, isn't it? It is giving a confidence to her. It wants to assure her. The river wants to assure that the problems will be solved. River wants to know her problem and it wants to solve her problems. Select a phrase from the extract which shows that Jahnavi was a frequent visitor to the spot. That you see, it is given here. Frequent visitor. Yes, from here. When you have been coming here to see me every day, well, almost every day. This is the phrase which shows that she is a frequent. Frequent means almost every day coming to that spot. The use of an exclamation mark at the end of the line, it couldn't be the river. It couldn't be the river. Here is an exclamation mark, isn't it? This is the exclamation mark. Express what? Excitement, hesitation, irritation, or disbelief. The use of the exclamation mark, it couldn't be the river. What is it? It shows the express disbelief. Choose 3 qualities of the river highlighted in the extract from the words in the box given below. Is it affectionate, forgiving, thoughtful, impatient, or kind-hearted? We can say yes, it is affectionate, it is lovable. Forgiving, no, nothing is forgiven there. It's thoughtful, yes, it is thinking about Jahnavi. Impatient, it is saying hurry up, but it's not for hurry up because Jahnavi was not giving any response. That's why. So we will not use we will not choose impatient, but we will choose the word kind-hearted. The river is a kind-hearted. So kind-hearted. So we will choose this. Can I do something? Asked Jahnavi. Well, It's up to you, said the river. Seem to me little girls can do as much as little boys. They swim as fast as little boys. You just slip along one morning and sit there in the school and listen to what's going on. And maybe the teacher will let you stay. So this is what river is saying. I couldn't guess, Janvi. I couldn't. They would scare me. They would chase me off. So this is the conversation between River and Janvi. Complete the sentence with an appropriate reason. According to the river, there was no difference between girls and boys. Why? Because they can do the same thing like swim as fast. That is the example it is given by the river. Boys, as the boys are doing, similarly girls can also do that. So the river is saying that she can also do. Identify whether the following statement is true or false. The river encourages Janvi to have faith in herself and fulfill her desire to go to school. Yes, it's true. It was encouraging her. Now we have seen that river was encouraging Janvi to go to school. So it is true. Choose the correct option to complete the sentence. When the river suggests that Janvi should slip along, it means that she should move quickly, casually, quietly, or confidently. Quietly, no? It is saying that she should go and sit there quietly at the back, not very quickly, casually, or confidently, but quietly. What does the repetition of the phrase I couldn't tell us? It tells us that Janvi is scared and unsure. Now answer the following questions. We can 7 question answers are there. We will see the question. Why does the writer describe different aspects of nature in great detail at the beginning of the story? Why do you think the writer does this? So we have seen in the story that the starting of the lesson, it is describing very widely. Why is it? We will see it. See, the answer is the writer describes the kingfisher's blue wings, the green lizard, and the river in the great detail to paint a vivid picture and show Janvi's deep connection with nature. She's having a good connection. She's always coming and spending time there. No, she's not with her friends or any relatives. She is having a connection, good connection with the nature. So it is why it is done. This not only makes the story more enjoyable, but it also suggests that the river holds special importance. The writer does this to grab our attention and help us understand how closely Janvi is linked to her environments. How did the river know so much about Janvi? The river knew a lot because Janvi visited it. It means the river nearly every day talking and sharing her thoughts. That is why river know Janvi better. Janvi says, and I am so old now, they will never let me go. What can you infer about Janvi and the school from this line? That means, what do you infer means what do you understand about Janvi and about the school? From this line, what she is saying that, and I am so old now, they will never let me go. The answer is, from this line, we can infer that Janvi feels she is too old, nearly 10 years old, to start school. She believes that either her family or the school will not allow older children to begin their education. Janvi feels like she has missed the opportunity to go to school and is worried it may be too late for her to join the school. So that is why it is said so. Next. Why did the river laugh when Janvi said she would be scared at school? The river laughed because Janvi is usually brave when it comes to things like lizards and spiders. So, with all these, she is very brave. Yet, she feels scared about school. But going to school, she feels scared. The river found it amusing that someone so fearless in other situations would be nervous about something like school. So, River was not at all able to understand why she is scared of the school, because it's not any place where we should be scared. We should go there and enjoying. We can learn many things. We can enjoy. So, we should not be scared of the place that is the school. Why should Janvi follow the river's advice? Janvi should follow the river's advice because the river understands her. well and gave her a clever plan to enter school. The plan worked and the teacher agreed, showing that the river's guidance was helpful and trustworthy. The plan, she acted according to the river's plan and it was successful. In the end of the story, we have seen that she is going to school, isn't it? How does the conversation between Janvi and the river make the story more appealing, more interesting? The conversation between Janvi and the river makes the story more appealing because the talking river adds a sense of magic and excitement. It also allows us to learn about Janvi's hopes and fears, which keeps us curious and eager to see what will happen next. We were reading and we were not stopping anyway. We want to read till the end of the story and know what happened next, isn't it? So it was an interesting story. What is the main message that the writer intends to convey? The main message the writer wants to convey, to give, the main message the writer wants to give is that we should be brave and follow our dreams, such as going to school, no matter the obstacles. Obstacles means the difficulties. The story also emphasizes that girls are just as capable of boys as boys and can achieve anything if they put in the effort. If we do our effort, if we try for it, it will be easy for us to achieve it. Now next is, you have learned that naming words are called nouns and only proper nouns begins with a capital letter. Isn't it? Noun. What is noun? Noun is the name of a person, place, animal, or thing. That is naming words. And common noun we are using with writing with small letter, but proper noun, name of a person, place, anything, then we will write with the capital letter. Then why has the author used a capital letter for the river? Because river is a common noun. Even when it is a common noun, the clue is that river here has the quality of a human being. In this lesson, we have seen that River and Janvi is talking. They're sharing their feelings and they are making them understand each other and all. So here we have taken it as a proper noun. That is why River R is written here, capital letter is used. Okay. There are a few words related to sound in the text. Pick the words from the text and write them next to the correct definition. So different words for different sounds are used in this lesson. Let's see what are the words used for these. Made a high pitched piercing sound. What is it? Shrieked. I have already written the answer. It will be easy for you to understand then. To cause liquid to strike or fall on something. When liquid is falling on something, splashed. The sound produced that is called splashed. A low continuous background noise. I said speaking slowly. Murmuring. Cry with loud uncontrollable gasp. It is sob. To make a soft dry sound like paper or leaves moving, rustled. Took a short quick breath through the mouth due to the surprise, pain or shock. That is called gasped. Shaking rapidly to make continuous short, sharp sounds. What is it? Rattling. Making a lot of noise. Noisy. Made a long, high cry, usually because of pain or sadness. Wailed. So these are the words used in the lesson. Now fill in the blanks with suitable sounds, words from exercise 2. The words which you have already used here, no, the words we have to use and fill in the blanks here. I have already written the answer. The classroom grew. What is the word you use? We can say when all the children are talking, noisy. As the students notice the teacher carrying the answer papers. And after the test paper, teacher is bringing the to the class to distribute the papers to you. You all will be buzzing, isn't it? So it's noisy. As the teacher turned the pages with a rustle, the children gasped, wondering what comments awaited. Someone wailed in frustration, and the murmuring of the students steadily increased. Finally, when the teacher praised the students for their excellent performance, the students shrieked with excitement. When the teacher said that, yes, you all have done very good, then everybody was very happy. The word catamaran is used in the text. The word originates from Tamil language kattumara, meaning tied wood. Katmaram. Katmaram is the word from Tamil and its meaning is tied wood. Find out the meanings of these words from which Indian language these words were borrowed. An example has been given. So you have to find 8 words are given. You have to find from which language it is taken and also find the meaning of these words also. Karma. First word is karma. It is a Sanskrit word. Now you have to write the meaning of it. Karma means results of your actions. It is from Sanskrit. Sahib. Sahib is a Urdu or Hindi word which means respectful word for sir. Like we say sir, madam. Similarly, a respectful word is Sahib. For sir, not for madam. We are using it for sir. Chutney. Chutney is a common word in almost all the languages. We are using this chutney. It is a Hindi word actually. Spicy sauce. In Kerala, we have nariyal ka chutney. Coconut chutney we are making for idli and dosha. Guru. This is also a familiar word. Sanskrit word it is, meaning teacher or guide. For teacher we say Guru, Guruji. Okay. Veranda. Veranda is a Hindi word that means roofed porch. Covered means it is having, the porch is having a roof. Jungle. Jungle means wild forest, which is the word in Hindi as well as in Sanskrit. Arakya. Arakya is a nut tree. Nut tree. And Arakya is taken from Malayalam as well as in Tamil. We are using this word Arakya. Last one is palanquin. Palanquin is a palki. In Hindi, we say palki. Covered seat for one passenger consisting of a large box carried on 2 horizontal poles by 4 or 6 men. It is a Sanskrit or Hindi word. Dulhan ko le jane ke liye we used it. People are carrying that box, okay, in which a person can sit. Chandu the fisherman has a catamaran that the river preferred to a ship. So river is preferring a catamaran. Given below are some boats that are used in different parts of the country. We can see here it is canoe, it is catamaran, coracle. This is coracle. This is shikara. So these are 4 different means of transport in water. Which one would you like to travel in? That is your choice. You can choose any one. Which one you like? Different people like different. If someone is having want more adventurous, they can use this. Rest, they can use this. So it's upon you. You can choose one and make a colorful drawing of a boat that you would like to travel in. You can draw a picture of anyone or other than this also in your book. This is solve the crossword puzzle based on the words related to the water transport. A large vessel is used for transporting goods or passengers by sea. What is it? It is SHIP, ship. Next is a small vessel for traveling on water, typically propelled by oars, sails, or an engine. Second is BOAT, boat. Okay. So, a small vessel for traveling on water, typically propelled by oars, sails, or an engine, that is boat. A flat floating structure for traveling across water is called raft. It is flat in shape. A boat or ship driven by steam. Driven by steam is called steamer. So these are the crosswords. Now let us see the downwards. A small light narrow boat pointed at both ends and moved using a paddle. What is it? Moved by a paddle. It is canoe. Okay, canoe. A boat with a powerful engine which can change direction easily and is used to pull large ships into and out of port. It is bringing the ship in and out of port. What is it called? It is tugboat. Tugboat. B-O-A-T. T-U-G-B is already given. You have to write O and A. B-O-A-T. Boat. Tugboat. A boat with sails and sometimes an engine used for either racing or traveling for pleasure. Rhymes with coat. Okay, this is used for racing and all. It is called yacht. Boat, yacht. We pronounce it as Y-A-C-H-T, yacht. Okay, fine. Next is read the highlighted words in the following lines from the text. These are the lines from the textbook. She goes down towards the sea. She goes down towards the sea. I have seen her. She always takes the same way over the mountains and down to the sea like me. You see these underlined words. All these are called prepositions. And what are prepositions? Prepositions are words that indicate the relationship between nouns or pronouns. Okay, it is showing the preposition is showing the relation between nouns and pronouns or the other element in the sentence. That means in one sentence it is showing the relation. Okay, it is showing the relation. They show direction, that is preposition. They means a preposition shows direction, location, time or logical relationship between ideas. Now here, fill in the blanks with suitable prepositions given within the bracket. In this brackets, the words are given, preposition words are given. You have to choose the appropriate one. Jahnavi takes the reverse advice and goes to school. On her first day at school, not in school or on school, we say at school, Jahnavi stood nervously. Where did she stood? In, outside and above. The answer is outside. Outside the gate, clutching her bag close to her. The bell rang and she hurried. What did she do? Outside, through or inside? Inside the bustling room. She hurried inside the bustling room. She found a seat among, between, from. Our answer is between. Between two friendly classmates. The teacher greeted them warmly and started the lesson. About, in or for numbers. So you are studying about numbers, not in numbers or for numbers. It is about numbers. Jahnavi listened attentively, feeling excited. Dash. At about 4, the new adventure ahead. So it is about her new adventure ahead. What is about her new adventure? That is for studying ahead. Okay, she wants to join the class and she was listening there about the class. Read the highlighted words in the following sentence from the text. A kingfisher swept down its wings, an arrow of blue in the sunlight. So, words like on, off, up, down can function both as preposition and as adverb. Now, what is preposition? Preposition is showing the relation between two noun or pronoun in a sentence. It is showing the position. Preposition, position. It is showing the position. And what is adverb? Adverb is a describing word. It describes about a verb. You see that adverb is having verb. So, it describes about a verb as well as an adjective or another adverb. Adverb can describe another adjective or adverb. Now, so here on, off, up, down, all these words, it can be a preposition or it can be adverb. It will be according to the sentence. After reading the sentence only we will know whether the word is used as preposition or adverb. Example, she ran up the stairs. So she ran up the stairs. So here it is used as preposition. She rang me up. Rang. This rang is verb and up is describing rang. So it is used as adverb. Remember, a preposition will always be followed by an object. If it is a preposition, it will have an object noun. Whereas an adverb will tell us more about the action. Adverb is telling more about action and preposition is followed by an object. Now fill in the blanks with preposition or adverb. I have already done for the time saving. The cat jumped, dashed the table. On the table. On is used as preposition. The children played outside until dark. Outside, adverb of place. Where did they play? Outside. This is called adverb and it is adverb of place. She quickly ran to the park. So she is running where it is showing the position to the park, preposition. The helicopter was hovering above. Hovering where? Above. So it is used as adverb. We were just walking along chatting. Walking along chatting. They were chatting and walking. Okay. So the verb is used. The word is used as adverb. Along. After thoroughly wiping his shoes, he stepped inside. Coming inside. Stepped where? Inside. Adverb of place. She drove slowly around the sharp curve. Around is used as preposition. He placed the keys on the mat before leaving. On. Again, preposition. Now next is let us listen, read the words given in the box given below, and you will listen to 5 people speak about school life. As you listen, circle the words that are used by the speaker. There are 2 words you do not need. So these are the words, and when teacher will read the script from page number 39, you can circle the words which are mentioned there. We will once again listen to the 5 speakers. As you listen, match each statement 1 to 7 to each speaker 1 to 5. There are 2 statements that you do not need. You see here 7 statements are there. You have to number it. So the first speaker believes in the power of education that leads to freedom of choice. So this is 1. Persuades the parent to grant permission to attend school. 2. Believes that learning skill is not gender biased. 3. Shares that school has also means of companionship. 4. And promotes active participation of all in school activities. This is 5. Read the given sentences below. Dear, what's the matter? You shouldn't cry, and you really shouldn't be scared. When you have been coming here to see me every day, well, almost every day. The river spoke to Jahnavi in a sleepy voice. Actually, I have not read it in a sleepy voice, but the river was saying in a sleepy voice, that is, dear, what's the matter? So, very slowly in a sleepy voice. So work in pairs and take turns to speak the same sentence in other voices. Like you are happy. When you're happy, dear, what's the matter? Surprise, oh dear, what's the matter? So in similarly, you will change the tone and you will be saying in angry mood, in scared mood, sad mood, and also in the worried mood. Okay. Next is Jahnavi asks the river for advice and the river gives advice. Read the given situations and work in pairs to ask for and give advice. That means ask for advice and similarly give advice. 2 students will be standing for each situation. 2 children are needed for each situation, and then you will be talking. Take turns to change your roles and use the prompts given below. So situation 1. You wish to play football at school, but it has an all boys team only. That means boys team is only there. As a girl, you want to play. Then what will be the way you will ask for advice and giving advice? Let's see. Student A asking for advice. That person can ask like this. I really want to play football at school, but it has an all boys team only. What do you think I should do? So this is the one who is asking for advice, and see the response. How can you give the advice for this student? Student A, student B can say, I think you should speak to your teacher or the principal and request them to allow girls to join or start a mixed team. If I were you, I would also try gathering other interested girls to support your request. So this is a fantastic statement by student B giving advice. You can use in and speak your own words, but I'm just giving you a sample for you which can help you to speak. Now, second situation is you have been unable to score well in mathematics due to nervousness during exam. That means while exam you were nervous and you were not able to answer it fully blank. Sometimes we sit, isn't it? So then how can you ask and what will be the reply? Let's see. Student A asking for advice. I have been unable to score well in Mathematics because I get really nervous during exams. I would appreciate your advice on this issue. Asking an advice what to do, because while exam time she was nervous and she was not able to write anything. Student B can give advice, why don't you try practicing mock test at home under exam condition? Under exam condition means like exam time we are not looking here, we are not opening the notebook, we are writing the answers and all by ourselves, isn't it? So similarly you should practice it. If I were you, I would also talk to a teacher or counselor about your anxiety. The best thing to do is to stay calm and revise regularly. Fantastic advice, isn't it? Now, next. You really enjoy music classes but do not get enough time to practice for it. You're asking for advice. I really enjoy music classes, but I don't get enough time to practice. What would you do in my position? I am asking advice from the next student, and the next student can give the other child can give the advice in this way. I think you should create a daily schedule and set aside at least 15 to 20 minutes just for music. If I were you, I would also reduce screen time or other less important activities to make space for practice. That means keep aside all the unimportant things and practice for the one which you are liking. Next, you cannot see the blackboard clearly from the last bench. Then you can ask the advice in this way. I can't see the blackboard clearly from the last bench. Do you think I should change my seat? You are asking for an advice. And the student giving advice can say, yes, the best thing to do is to politely ask your teacher if you can sit closer to the board. If I were you, I would also get my eyesight checked just to be sure everything is fine. So this is how, this is just sample only which can be used to ask the advice and giving advice. Next is let us write. You see observing nature. Here observing the nature already a written is given here. A descriptive paragraph is given. Now you see your write a descriptive paragraph based on what you have observed. You observe your surrounding for 1 week. Note all the highlighted points and then highlight the color, shape, texture and unique details that are made an impression for you and give a title to your paragraph, and you should write a paragraph with title. So I will show you one sample. Nature's gentle wonders. Every day nature quietly shows its beauty in small and gentle ways. While walking in the garden, I often hear the soft rustling of leaves as the wind passes through them, like a quiet song. These are my findings. You can do your findings and write it down. Okay, children? The morning sunlight filters through the trees, creating golden patterns on the ground. I find it fascinating that no two leaves are the same. Each one has its own shape, color, and texture. Some feel smooth, shiny, while others are rough and crinkled. I enjoy watching butterflies flutter from flower to flower. They bring life and color even to the dullest corners. One morning, I saw a butterfly with bright yellow wings shining in the sunlight like a tiny lantern. In that moment, I felt peaceful and happy, as if nature had slowed the world down just for a little while. The sky above with its floating clouds and birds flying in groups looked like a painting that keeps changing every minute. I believe there is magic in everyday things. If we take the time to notice them, my message to everyone is this. Take a moment to observe nature. It can teach us calmness, patience, and how to find beauty in the quiet moments of life. Discuss why rivers in India are considered to be sacred and most of them are referred to as female. Okay, so in India we are considering river. Most of the rivers are considered as female and also sacred. That is, we holy rivers. Some rivers are referred to as male. For example, the Brahmaputra and the Son. So you have to say why. In India, rivers are considered sacred because they are seen as the life givers. They are giving us life. They provide water for drinking, farming, and other daily needs. Rivers also play an important role in religious ceremonies and cultural traditions. Many people believe that bathing in holy river can wash away sins and bring spiritual purity. Most rivers in India are referred to as female because they are linked with qualities like care, fertility, and motherhood. Traits often connected with femininity. That is why we are considering it as female. These rivers are often worshipped as goddess. For example, the Ganga is worshipped as goddess Ganga. However, some rivers like Brahmaputra and Son are seen as male. This could be because of the names of their strong and forceful flow, which are often linked with masculine qualities. So that is why Brahmaputra and Son is considered as male. Now this is whole class activity. India is a multilingual country and many of us can speak two or more three language. Make a list of language that everyone in the class can speak and display it on the chart paper. So this is the activity which you only can do. You should be asking your friends and the classmates which are language they know, and you can make a chart out of it. Now I see a beautiful poster. Read the poster given below and answer the questions that follows. You see four little girls standing with a smiling face. The happiness of a nation lies in the dignity of daughters. What are the things you can observe in the poster here? In the poster, I can observe 3 to 4 girls sitting together and smiling while studying. They are wearing comfortable home clothes and seem to be enjoying their learning. It's not uniform they are wearing, no? The atmosphere looks cheerful and peaceful, suggesting that they feel safe and supported. Why do you think the girls look happy? The girls look happy because they are getting the opportunity to study in a safe and encouraging environment. They are likely treated with love and respect, which gives them a sense of freedom and a joy. Being with friends and having access to education makes them feel confident and valued. So they are looking happy. Dignity means self-respect. What is the relation between dignity and happiness? Dignity and happiness are closely connected. When girls are treated with respect and given equal rights, including the right to education, they begin to feel valued. This respect helps them build self-confidence and a strong sense of self-worth. When girls feel important and included in society, it brings them real and lasting happiness. All these things you can write. How does a nation prosper when its daughters are happy? A nation truly prospers when its daughters are happy and empowered. Happy girls grow into confident, educated women who contribute to society in many meaningful ways. They help shape better families, stronger communities, and more successful workplaces. When girls are given equal opportunities and respect, the entire nation benefits by becoming healthier, more educated, and forward thinking. That means our society is also developing when we are educating the girls. The government has launched many schemes for the education of the girl child. Some of them are Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Balika Samriddhi Yojana, Sammargan Shiksha Scheme, Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalayas, etc. Find out more such schemes from the internet or from your teacher and spread awareness in your neighborhood. So, what are the other schemes? Some schemes are in detail. I will show you. Suganya Samriddhi Yojana. It is saving scheme for girls under 10 years of old, offering high interest rates and tax benefits to encourage long-term financial planning for education and marriage. National scheme of incentive to girls for secondary education that provides one-time grant of rupees 3,000 to SC/ST girls who pass class 8 and enroll in class 9, aiming to reduce dropout rate. That means after 8th, otherwise they will not go continue the school, and to enroll them in class 9, we are giving this scheme. CBSE Udan scheme supports girls in 11 and 12 with free online resources and mentoring to prepare for engineering and entrance exam. These are free online classes for them so that they can prepare themselves to attend the exam, competitive exams. Savitri Bai Jodhiro Phule Fellowship for Single Girl Child is a UGC fellowship for single girl children pursuing PhD program promoting higher education among women. The state level scheme is Kanya Shri Prakalp in West Bengal, Kanya Sumangala Yojana of Uttar Pradesh, then Bhagyashree scheme of Karnataka, and Masi Kanya Bhagyashree of Maharashtra. These are some of the schemes for the development of the girls. So this was what in this lesson. I hope you have understood the textual exercise explanation. If you like, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.